Hello friends, so today in this video we are going to see how string formatting works in Python. What is string formatting? String formatting is a way to suppose we would like to print something and we would like to print in such a way in a specific format. Suppose we want to print in specific format, then we use string formatting. Okay. So there are two ways to use string formatting. String formatting can be done in the following ways. Either we use dot format method. Okay. By using dot format method, we can use the string formatting, or using f. By using the character f, we use string formatting. So I will be showing the example how string formatting is done in Python. So first of all, we will see that by using format. So by using dot format method, how we format a string. Suppose we have a variable a which holds an integer value of 11. Okay, and we want to print the value of a is 11. Okay, so we use the syntax is simple. We use print. Okay, print function, then followed by double inverted comma. In double inverted comma, we need to write the print statement that how what we need to print. So we are going to print the value of a is 11. Okay, so we have written that value of a is, and after that we have place a placeholder. Okay, this curly braces is representing a placeholder. So the value of a or value of anything will be added here. Okay, so in double inverted comma we need to write the message. Okay, after writing the message we use dot, then after dot we need to write format, and suppose there are more than one variable, then we can write over here that for dot format then a. Okay, suppose there are two variables, suppose a is 11 and b is 16. Okay, the b value is 16 and we want to print the value of a and b. The value of a is itna, and b is itna, and b is okay. So we need to pass over here two things, a comma b. Okay, we will run it. You can see the value of a is 11 and b is 16. So we need to write a curly braces, and these curly braces will be replaced by the things which are given inside the format method. Okay, suppose we want the value of 8 here, and we want to replace the value of a. Suppose here, if you we can write the indexes also. The value of a is at 0th index. Okay, the value of b will be at 1 index. If there will be another variable c, then the value of c will be at second index. Okay, this is index 0, this is index 1, and this is index 2. C is at index 2. Okay, so if you want the value of a, right, if you write like this, the value of a is 1. Here the index value. Okay, index value. The index of a is 0 and the index of b is 1 here. Okay, a come first, so the index start from 0. So this is 0 index and this is 1 index. Okay, so if you write like this, see, our output is, earlier output is the value of a is 11 and b is 16. Now if we run this program, same program, it will show that the value of a is 16 and b is 11. Why it is showing like this? Because in dot format we have passing this order, and order will be printed over here, but we are changing the indexes. So 0 represent a and 1 represent b. If there is third parameter c, then it will be represented by the index 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, then if you want to print in formatted way, like if you want to print 11.20, something means in decimal, then we use colon. Okay, colon, then followed by point 2f. 2f. Okay, f represent float here. Okay, dot format a. So if you run it, we will get the value of a is 11.00. Okay, if you want three decimal places, so we can write here point 3. Okay, so it will be showing the value of a is 11.300. Suppose the value of a is 11.3459. Okay, now it will round off till 3 decimal place. The value of a is 11.346. It is rounding off till 3 decimal place. Why 3 decimal place? Because we have written here point 0.3. Okay, so another is padding. So if you want our code to be consistent, we can write padding over here. Okay, so if you run this program, we get the value of a is 11.3459. So entire value of a is printed over here. Okay, so if we want, suppose the value of a is 11, okay, then we can see that if there are enough element to the right of the digit, then it's okay. Here the number of digits is 2, and we have want the number of digits to be 3. Okay, so it will add a 0 over here. 0 to where? To the right side. Okay, this arrow represent right side. So it will print C 110. Okay, if you want 0 in the leading 0, okay, then we if you change this sign, so it will print the leading 0. Okay, here we can see 0 1 1. Okay, if there is no 0, it will print the space. Suppose we want to print in such the way there will be a space, means space will consistent. So here this space is coming from this. So we have written 3. So 3 means before 11 means there will be total 3 spacing. So this sign is showing that before the digit. So there will be 3 spacing in total. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So digit 11 already contain of 2 digits. So this spacing will be empty now. Okay. If you will write here 03. Okay, 03. If here will be a 0 before 3. So this 0 will be filled over here. Similarly, if the arrow was this side, so it will have 2 spacing for 11. Okay, and total spacing is 3. So for the third spacing, it will be filled with 0. Hope you are getting this syntax. Okay, syntax is very similar, simple. We have a double inverted comma. Here we have indexes. This is indexes, and we write dot format. Okay, there is one more simpler form. I will be telling you after this. Okay, suppose I'm deleting this entire code. Okay, suppose we want to print the value of apple, mangoes, and guava. See, in Python, we can do, if you want to write in one line, so we can give the semicolon. Like in Java, in C++, we have a semicolon at the end of the line. So in Python, if you use the semicolon at the end of line, we can use multiple line in a single line. Okay. The value of apple is 5, the value of mango is 6, and value of guava is 12. So we can write here we have uh, this placeholder followed by mango, placeholder followed by apple, and placeholder followed by guava. And the syntax we are passing is apple, mangoes, and guava. So first this will fill with the amount which apple have. So it output will be we have 5 mangoes, and then it will print the mangoes value over here. That is 6 apple, and at last there is guava, so 12 guava. But actually what we have 5 mango, 5 apples, 6 mangoes, and 12 guava. Let's run and check what is happening. Okay, we are running. So what order is going to follow? The order which we are passing over here is being followed. First the amount of apple is shown here. See, 5 apples, so 5. Then 6, the value of mangoes is 6. It is showing here 6. Instead of apple, it is showing 6 because we are passing here mangoes. The the thing which we pass in inside the format matter will be shown here. So same thing we have written in next line. Okay. So the difference is we are using accessing the index. See, one index element will be placed over here. So one index is what? Mango is in one index, apple is in zero index, and guava is in third index. In second index, sorry. So here one index will be followed by mangoes. Okay. Zero index will be apple, and two index is guava. If we run it, then we will get the correct output. Now these two example I have write specifically to show you how indexes work. Okay. So we have another thing that we are going to discuss now, the simpler format. Okay. So while writing this, so if we don't want to write this, we have again a simpler format. Now I'll be explaining you that also. Instead of writing that dot format, we use directly F. Okay, by using F. By using F. Okay. How to how to use F? Okay. Suppose a value is 12. Okay. or 23. We want to print the value of a, so we will write print. Okay, instead of writing dot format, we use f character followed by double inverted quote. Okay, now you can write anything. Value of a is, now inside this placeholder we need to find, give the value of a. Simple. This is the only sentence. Okay, so it will be showing that value of a is f. F value of a is, oh, we have double inverted comma closing here. So it will show the value of f is, the value of a is 23. Okay, we are getting this format, I hope. So you can see at last time we are seeing the value of f is 23. So this is again a simpler version. Instead of writing dot format, we are using directly f. Okay. Now in C, if you are familiar with C languages, so in C we are having this what we call character value. Okay, so 97. What is the character representation of 97? It's A. So we can write here module C, module C in double inverted comma followed by a module and then the ASCII character value. Okay, 97 represent A, so it will print A. These are other things, these are not related to the formatting function, but these are for extra knowledge. Okay, if you want to print the ASCII character of any value, suppose we want to print the ASCII character of A. Okay, so we use ord function. So in ord we are giving the parameter as a string. Okay, the string or character which we want to see the ASCII character. Suppose we want to see the ASCII character of small a, so it will print the ASCII character of small a is 97. See. Hello friends, now we are going to learn how to take input in Python. So input in Python can be asked either to take an input which is line by line. Okay, so in separate line we need to take input. Okay, or either it can be asked to take a space separated input, or we can say comma separated input. Okay, so suppose it is asked in the question that, let's say we have an n numbers. Okay, n numbers we need to take as an input. Suppose we have five numbers, so we need to take five different number in five different lines. Okay, and store it in a list. Okay, in upcoming lecture I will tell you what is list, what is tuple, what is dictionary, what is set. All these things will be covered in upcoming lecture. Okay, so suppose list is a kind of like, as we have C and Java we have arrays. So similar concept, we can store heterogeneous value in a list. Okay, so for taking input and storing it in a variable n, so we have a variable n equals to, first we are typecasting. What we are typecasting? Input. So we take user input. Okay, for taking input we have a function called input. Okay, input followed by parentheses. This will take a string as an input. Input function will take a string as an input. The string is converted into int. Okay, integer. So n will take an integer as an input. Okay, so first string will be taken as an input and then it will convert it into int. Okay, so and a list l. Okay, l is equals to square bracket. So if you are writing as square bracket, then we are defining it as a list. So this is a nothing but a list. Okay, list is represented in square bracket, so we are declaring an empty list. Here we are declaring an empty list. So for I in range n, so initially I will take value from 0 to 1 less than n. So as in array, we have an indexing starting from 0. That's why here it will take also, range function will take 0 till 1 less than the total input. Okay. Suppose input is 5, it will take from 0 to index to 4 index. So the total element will be, suppose the value of n is 5. Okay. Let's say we are taking n as a 5. Okay. It will take range will vary from 0 to 5. So 1 less than. So it will go till 4. Total element is 5. Okay. It will have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. L dot append. So we are having an append function. In further lecture, I will be telling you what are the function associated with this. So L append function is just adding the element into the list. So it will take first the value of range will be 0. So for the 0th time it will run. it will take the int as an input and store it in the list. Okay, the next iteration it will take another input and store it in the list. Similarly, it will run 5 times, okay, from 0 to 4, and it will take 5 input and it will print the list. So rest run it and see. We have, let's say n value is 5, okay. So we are taking 5 inputs. So 12, 45, 85, 74, okay. Say 5 numbers. It will be showing in the list. This is represented by square bracket. Okay. So another type of input is it either space separated or comma separated. Okay. So first I am commenting this part. I am commenting it. Then let's see how we take space separated or comma separated values. Okay. I hope this is visible. I hope this is visible now. So we are taking L1. L1 is another list. Okay. So what we are doing, see, first we are taking, let's read from this side. Okay. First we are taking input. Okay. So input, what does input takes? Input takes a string. So string can be anything. Suppose there is a string, there is an entire line. Okay. Suppose there is an entire line containing what? String. String can be anything. Suppose we have 12, 18, 62. These are space separated string. This is a part of string. Okay, this is a part of string. Input will take string as a whole. So this will take this number as a whole. Okay. Then it will split. Split means it will break this into different parts. How it will split? Taking space as a parameter. So when it will find a space, it will just split it. So 12 will be one part, 18 will be one part, and 62 will be one part. In this given example, 12, 18, and 62, all the things will be separated. Okay. Then it will map. No, then it will convert it into int. So 12 is a string, it will convert it into int. 18 is a string, it will convert it into int, and 62 is a string, it will convert it into int. Then it will map. It will map to what is map is doing, like mapping. In math we have learned now mapping one to one to many. So it's like map. It's just linking. Okay, linking it to what? List. It is converting it into list and mapping it with L1. So this is a simple syntax. If you remember it, then it is fine, and if you understand it, that is well and good. Okay. First is taking the input, then it is splitting by spaces, then it is converting the input into integer, then it is mapping to list. Okay. If you run it, if you will run it, you can see on running it, it is telling enter input. So we have space separated 12, 18, and 62. The output will be, if we type enter, we can see a list here 12, 18, and 62. If you want comma separated, then instead of this space here we write comma, so we will get comma separated into. If we enter the 12, comma 18, comma 62, then it will be converted into list L1. Okay. I hope you understand this video. If you understand this video, please subscribe to our channel. Also, in comment section, if you have any doubt, you can ask. I am free to answer each of your queries. Thank you.